Okay, so originally I had this really pretentious sounding intro that made me want to put my own self in a chokehold, so we're not gonna do that anymore. Hi, I'm Liv. RPG Maker Horror holds a very special place in my heart, and this is a video about the developer LuN and their body of work. It's basically RPG horror with an analog horror flavor, which I really enjoyed, so yeah! Hello! Grandma! I brought you some food from town! Ah, hello dear. Let yourself in. The door is open. Okay, let's go Red Riding Hood, a favorite of people trying to give fairy tales a creepy twist. We leave the food in the kitchen, as Grandma asked, noting that the stove is hot, and head to her bedroom to check up on her. There's also our room here, which makes me nostalgic because my grandma also had a room not me specifically. It was a room for all her grandchildren, but I was the one who lived closest to her, so I used it the most. I know that this is a tiny touch, but I think it's a really cute way of establishing Blanchette's close bond with her grandma. Anyways, let's see how the old hag's doing. We exchange a few words and ask how she is. Not very well, unfortunately. Man, for an old person to admit that, they have to be at death's door. She says that she's bedridden and a little company would be nice. Grandma, if you're bedridden, then who was using the stove? But let's not call her out for it. It's probably very hard to ask for help as is. Of course we'll keep you company, Grandma. She thanks us and tells us to help ourselves to some of the mushroom stew she made. I mean, yeah, sure, let's not break the old woman's heart by rejecting her cooking. The stew tastes very good, but also a bit strange. Well, yeah, do you trust your grandma to still see well enough to differentiate between good and poisonous mushrooms? I was just banking on the fact that she supposedly had it and is still fine. Okay, time to hit the hay. A new day arrives. Let's have some breakfast. Ew, it's all rotten. I can't eat that. Okay. Let's check on Grandma. Oh, she looks so much happier now that we're here. She asks us to gather some mushrooms for her stew, so out we go. Slenderman, I am so sorry, but you're in the wrong game, my guy. Okay, let's gather the shrooms and go back inside. We find the road to the east here, but we can't leave Grandma alone. Well, if we need it, we know where it is. And then I got lost in the forest. And look, a wooden log we can't step over is blocking the path. Gather, gather, gather. Jesus Christ. Hide inside, hide inside. The wolf is on the hunt. Where is the last goddamn mushroom? There it is. Oh no. The wolf will get you. You can't run, but you can hide. Gather, 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 run, run, run. Oof. After all the danger and hard work, time to eat. The stew doesn't taste weird today. See, it's our sharp eyes next to our grandma's. She can't see anymore. Night night, Grandma. Why is it kind of red in here? Wow, Grandma, what a big mouth you have there. She needs more shrooms. Sure, let's... Grandma, what you need is an intervention. Jeez. Oh no, not stuff after me. I hate chases. Despite all the blood, Blanchett still doesn't want to leave. Okay, girl. Wait, look! An axe! We can probably clear that path now. Don't talk to the wolf. He'll get your head. Well, back home, have some stew. It tastes better than anything you ever ate. Go to sleep. Is there someone at the door? I'd better check who is there. The way I would have been consumed by madness and would have tried to scratch and bite it to death if that knocked on my door in the middle of the night. We wake up the next day and there's no need to go outside. There's no need to go into the kitchen. There's... Finally, your body is ready. I know, Grandma. I can feel it. Help me out of bed and sit me on my chair. Yes, Grandma. Give me my needle and thread. Good. Now, give me your arm. It feels so good, Grandma. Thank you. And that was Mucorales, a really short, cheap horror game. It took me about 20 minutes to complete, and yeah, it's really cool. Of course there are other endings, but I'll let you explore that for yourself if the game caught your eye. I really love the analog horror flavor here, and even though I knew I was walking straight into the bad ending with that mushroom stew, I still had fun. Let's jump into the next game, which was actually LuN's first game on Steam. So this is a Yume Nikki fan game. I got pretty excited because as a kid I spent a lot of my time playing any and all Yume Nikki fan games I could. It's actually how I first experienced motion sickness. Shout out Yume Nikki 3D. In case you're not familiar with the gameplay loop of Yume Nikki, you're locked in your room, you go to sleep, you have bizarre dreams, you pick up powers called effects. Sometimes they're powers like speed up, but most of the time they're just cosmetics. Maybe, perhaps there is an ending there, and then you try to interpret the dreams to piece together the story. Maybe. Let's see what this one has to offer. Oof. It's kinda immediately apparent that this was their first game. It looks kinda ugly and most assets here look, you know, base kit. But okay, shut up, Liv. You're only 20 seconds in. Let's keep playing. We go to sleep and... yeah, this yellow grass certainly looks... like it's there. Let's check out this world first. Okay, it looks fine. Also, there are these ghosts. You can't die per se in, I think, all Yume Nikki games. You just wake up if they touch you. Oh, and a little cabin in the woods that we can't enter. Okay, let's cut to the chase. This game is really boring, and this is coming from me, a Yume Nikki connoisseur. I played for over 40 minutes and found no effects. This is not normal. It's so not normal that I'm starting to think that it doesn't have any effects. And also no real way of progression. You just walk around the worlds, and they usually have hostile NPCs. And the scenery absolutely does not carry the game, they're all kinda bare bones and or ugly. Except this one, but then again, I'm kinda obsessed with the dogs from the original game, so don't take my word for it. So yeah, I guess that's it. Game's ugly, no progression, too many little shits trying to kill me. And oh yeah, it costs money! Listen, I'm all for devs being rewarded for their work, even if there's better stuff for free out there. But when you're asking for money, in a niche where 99% of the games are free, and your game is this rough, yeah, things do get much better with this developer. I don't think I'd have the patience to make this video otherwise, but my god, this is a rough start for your career, LuN. Anyways, let's move on to LuN's third game, Morvyn Gutter. Now, this game took me 6 hours to complete, which is crazy if you're thinking it's the usual little puzzles horror game. In reality, it has a pretty grindy combat system, the type where you get stopped by an enemy encounter every 2 steps. So yeah, don't rush to buy this game just yet. You're gonna go completely mad if you try to get through it in one sitting, but it's still fun in short bursts. Anyways, on to the game. Here in Morvyn, we have a small drainage outlet next to our school. There are many rumors among the kids in town, and our parents say we are not allowed to go in there. But still, today is the day my friend and I are going to find out what is in this little hole that people only call the gutter. Is this really a good idea, guys? Of course not. Keep moving. We keep going down the gutter, down, down, and then somehow we get separated from our friends, and we fall on an used needle. Fantastic. We decide to rest for a bit, because that's what you do in the sewers. Lost after falling on a syringe. We wake up later with a splitting headache, have a snack, and then it's off to exploring. Not leaving and seeking help, no. We're gonna find our friends our own damn self. Kids. And then we're attacked by these scrawny rats. The enemy designs are interesting, but forgive me if I'm not ecstatic when talking about them, because I saw them a lot. After exploring a bit and fighting off more rats, we find one of our friends, who I named Lane. Yeah, you can not only name yourself, but also your bestie. I'm not against it, but I just don't see the appeal when the game has a set story, you know? This is not multiplayer. But fine, Lane. He hurt his leg, so we have to find something to patch him up before he can follow us. I mean, down here? Using your underpants would be more sanitary, but fine. At your own risk, Lane. Rat, 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 and we find an old dirty t-shirt on the floor. Well, we're not likely to find anything better. We patch him up and he joins our party. Lane is the tank of the duo. Further into the sewers, we find a couch where we can rest and heal up, the lifesaver of any of these grindy battle games. To the left, there's a locked gate, so on to finding the key. Rat, 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 snake, snake, rat, snake, rusty key! We open the gate and proceed down this tunnel, only being momentarily inconvenienced by our headache. And then there's this creepy doll.
Give me your limbs.
Ooh, boss fight! The doll's design is very simple, but I appreciate the approach. It's pretty common for creepy dolls to be overdone. We win and the doll is pissed at us. Whatever, girly, bye. Further ahead, we find a note. I am so scared. We should have listened to our parents. It's cold and I can't find an exit. R.I.P. my guy. It's nice to spend some more time with you, Liv. I know we're in a tough situation, but it's kind of a fun adventure, right? You know, it felt like we grew a little distant over the last few months. Oh my god, Lane. Now's really not the time for this sappy talk. Either wait until we're almost dead, or when we've made it out. Those are your only two options to talk about your feelings, okay? We eventually reach... Wait, what is this? It's like a town in the middle of the gutter? And we're welcomed by this charming individual called Morvyn, not to be confused with Morvyn. He tells us that this is Morvyn Bazaar, where creatures from all over the gutter come to trade and have a good time. Here we can buy and sell weapons, armor, food, and also hopefully learn how we can get out of here. We entered the... Bitey Whore bar in search of answers. And also enjoy the fact that there are no bouncers to kick us children out. At the back, we find this pig, and okay, we have to talk about the AI here. I only noticed it way further into the game because, I mean, I had already played 2 games by LuN, and they hadn't used AI, so I was kind of caught off guard. But yeah, looking back now, it's pretty obvious. By the way, in the AI disclosure on Steam, it only says that AI was used for some textures and soundtrack composition. So, not creature design? Yeah, I believe that. I can only guess that LuN had a vision, but then it was too much work for them to pull off on their own, in the amount of time that they thought reasonable. It's just unfortunate. I'm not off to grab my pitchfork because their other games don't use AI, so this was just a stumble in the way. But yeah, it just taints the whole experience. I can't even say, oh, I like how this looks, even if something looks authentic, because it's like, is it? This soul discovery actually made me go back and forth on making this video, but I decided to go ahead with it because, again, this was a one-off, and nothing in the other games suggests that any AI was used. So, yeah, I'm putting my faith on you, LuN. Don't let me down. Again. Anyways, let's see if we make it out of the sewers. We tell the boss pig that Morvyn Gutter is a really nice place and all, but we really wanna go back to our families, so can you please tell us how to escape this place? He's like, yeah, that sounds reasonable, I'll help you. If you help me, that is. Of course. In the eastern part of the gutter, his scavengers are being attacked by a primitive mushroom tribe. So we gotta go there and solve the issue. We change our equipment with the stuff we can afford at the bazaar and... oh, excuse me, Shadow Man. And off we go. But... do you like this little game you're playing here? You coward. You haven't spoken much in a while, keeping your thoughts all to yourself. We both know why. Okay. So I guess there's a wider story going on here? I'm intrigued. So here we are in Mushroom World and... these wooden planks don't look very good, like at all. You can't just evoke the dogs from Yume and Nikki anytime you want to impress me, you know? It's not as simple as that. Here we meet this shadow girl who says that we look tasty, but she's already full from all the shroomlings. I appreciate your self-restraint. We tell her about our mission and she tells us that she'll help us, but in return, we have to deliver this care package to her brother at the bazaar, since she's been banned from the town. Okay, seems simple enough in exchange for a third pair of hands. Her brother is that shadow man we stumbled upon earlier. Here you go, sir. We now have Serene in our party, who I baptized as Bombed. Love their flowers hanging in the vine, so high you cannot see. Now my mind must go on a holiday, torn from its hook, a broken valentine. So here starts the mushroom grind. Bombed is the healer / vampire of the group. Shoom, 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 shoom. Oh! Finally one who's willing to talk to us. Bombed asks why they keep attacking everyone, and the shroom says that they need the meat because their food source was stolen. And then we kill them. Off to the left, we find an old campfire and another note. I found this old run-down hideout. I am not the first human down here. I think I will stay here for a while. Oh damn, that guy was more resilient than we thought. They made it all the way here. Anyways, shroom, 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 and the gator. The gator lives at the food source now. I mean, that first guy could have very well told us that, but hey. We then reach the... oh, this guy? Don't worry, it's just a fast travel. We then reach the shroom village and speak to Mother Mycelium, the mother of all shrooms. Eventually, Jesus Christ, I had forgotten how bloated this game truly is. I don't mind walking a lot in games if I'm seeing some interesting stuff, but here it's just the same mushroom house copy-pasted over and over. Why? Okay, Mother Mycelium, she doesn't really say anything useful. Just go kill the gator. And so we do. Ouch! Do you like this little game you're playing here? Who are you? You know very well. I'm here because I hate you so much. Because it's all your fault. You will soon see what your actions have caused. Okay, we're back. In the Gator area, of course we don't just head up to the boss fight. No. Obviously the whole area is littered with these enemies who I love mixed art styles and all, I love photo bashing, I love all that, but the main characters looking like generic webtoons and having very run-of-the-mill sprites, the gritty gutter, and now these really clean looking ghosts, it's not really merging very well. Ghost. Oh my god, finally! So, you finally came. What? Joseph? Where are you? Do you know this guy? Yes, he's one of our friends who fell down here with us. The gator ate me.
Ate me. And everything the gator eats becomes part of it.
Live. You piece of shit.
I will kill you.
What you did is so cruel. Damn, what did I do? The gator design, it has potential, but those faces have to be way more blended in with the rest of the body. Also, maybe something less symmetric would be nice. Right now it's giving more plastic toy than it is terrifying monster. We defeat him and he's like, ooh, the others will have more luck, blah 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 blah. We tell Mother Mycelium that the evil has been defeated and now peace can reign again. Back to the boss pig. He's pissed that we brought Bomb along, but we're like, come on, she helped us, can't you unban her, please? And he's like, fine. We get a bit of a headache spell and the pig asks what our deal is. Lane explains that we fell on a syringe, so we have to get out as soon as possible and go to a hospital. The pig then explains that we can't leave because that syringe almost certainly came from the medical genius that resides in the West, and only he will be able to cure us. But he's a bit crazy, so, be careful. Well, this pig is really fugly, but he has a good heart. He could have just been like, okay, not my problem, get out. On our way out, Bomb asks us about the surface, and how she wishes to go there, since in the gutter, her and her brother have been fighting for survival their whole lives. Lane tells her that she probably wouldn't be welcomed in the surface since eating humans is illegal, and she's like, well, womp womp, let's keep going. And here we are, the hospital section of the game. Soon after we walk in, we hear a familiar laugh, and it's the doll. She asks why we're following her, and we fight again. Not every enemy needs this stretch and shrink animation. We defeat her and explain that, hey, we're not following you. She also wants to escape the gutter, but she wants to put her whole body back together before that. So she joins our party. I name her... I named her Sarah Stanky. Oh my god, I had forgotten about that. Okay, so Sarah Stanky. And she gives us the key to the hospital entrance. See, it's good to make friends. Blah blah blah. Hey, ugly. The doctor is very busy, but if you help him out, I'm sure he'll find time for you. Woohoo! More tasks! In one of the rooms upstairs, there's a TV that allows us to talk to the doctor. And yeah, when I first played this is when my brain turned back on, the benefit of the doubt just ran out, and I was like, is this AI? We tell him about the syringe and he's like, yep, it was mine. Luckily for you, I still have some antidote. Great! What do we have to do to get it? He says that in the hospital hall, there's another TV with more instructions and that we have to get to him. Walk, walk, walk. The door to my office is locked with a 4-digit code. To get it, you need to bring me some medication that I need. There are 4 wings, so I'm assuming 4 medications, 4 digits. Let's do it. The first one is something used for diabetes. I think the enemies in the hospital look pretty cool. I mean, nothing spectacular, but you know. In the bathroom, we find this dog who's lost their wheels, and they ask for help to get them back. Yeah, sure. I'm always pretty thorough with my exploration, so I'm sure we'll find them. Patient, radio, patient. And Bomb asks Sarah Stanky, why do you want to go to the surface? She explains that she wants to find her friend. They used to play together all the time, but then she broke. Her friend's mom said that they would fix Sarah, but they just threw her in the trash. And now she's here in the gutter. Lane also decides that we're taking Bomb with us, since she hates it down here. All she has to do is, you know, not eat humans. I'm sure it will be fine. We reach the final room and find 5 insulin needles. Write that down. Patient, nurse, patient, nurse, patient, nurse. There you go, crazy doctor. Next up, something that is used for bacterial infections. Patient, 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 little toy wheel in stinky bathroom, classic slide on ice puzzle, and we got 2 antibiotics. There you go. Now, something that is used to preserve bodies. Damn, is this all for you, doctor? You might wanna take a therapeutic trip to the seaside if the whole hospital thing isn't helping. Nurse, patient, radio, giant creature, unfortunate soldier, and we've made it to the morgue. Here there are 4 bodies, and we have to drag them to their respective causes of death, and that unlocks the back room. Here, Sarah Stanky opens her heart once more, apologizing for attacking us. It's just that everything down here wants to kill her. And Lane apologizes for calling her ugly. Yay, the power of friendship! There are 3 formaldehyde, fantastic. Lastly, we need something used against depression. Weird lump, nurse, radio patient, giant, toy wheel, and 1 bottle of liquor left. I mean, sure, doctor. But then, ouch, my head, and a crazy mini-boss appears. The surgeon is pretty cute. We kill them, go all the way back to the dog to give them their wheels, and in return, they give us yet another note. I had to flee from my hideout. The shrooms found me. I came across a hospital, but the things here are even more vicious. Okay, the immortal kid living the 8 pages around. Hope they made it out. We input the assembled code into the keypad and then finally meet the doctor who's like a skull hooked up to a bunch of different things. Is this really what you picked to be your face, doctor? And now he tells us that he can't help us actually because what was in that syringe was supposed to be a deadly virus, but he threw it away because it did jack shit. Yeah, tell that to my migraines. He tells us that he thinks our problem is mental and the surgeon can perform a lobotomy if we want. Yeah, about that. The doctor now has a debt of gratitude to us, at the very least, since the stuff we brought him will prolong his life for another 30 years. Well, back to the bazaar. We talk to the pig, and he's like, well, I guess I'll help you guys get out now. The big gate up north? That's an exit, but they sealed it a long time ago. It needs 3 keys to open, which were originally given to the mushrooms, hospital, and cult. Turns out we already got the shroom one from our fight with the gator, and we can probably ask the very indebted doctor for his key, which leaves us to deal with this cult. We head off to grab the doctor's key while the pig tries to figure out what the cult is up to, but of course the doctor doesn't have it. His last patient was more insane than the last, And after the doctor had given him his requested upgrades, he stole the key and hid away in the meat room, where there's a never-ending stream of mysterious fresh meat. Let's go! Ah, headache! You cannot get rid of me. You cannot get rid of them. Because they are right. It's not your first time, girl. When will you finally be honest with yourself? Hey, what the fuck is going on? Maybe we wrote those notes? But like, huh? Why does the face hate us so much? We shall see. The scenery here is getting really boring. The maps in this game have always been way too big for their own good, feeling very random and not well thought out, but the meat room just feels especially uninspired. Oh, and these guys are back. Fan-fucking-tastic. I'm not the kind of fool who's gonna sit and sing to you about stars, girl. But last night I looked up into the dark half of the gloom. The dark half of the gloom. And they go backwards. Something in your magnetism must have pissed them off, forcing them to get an early night. I have been searching from the bottom to the top for such a sight. Hey, Sarah Stanky, I was wondering, how did you get damaged in the first place? It was something with your friend, right? She doesn't really want to talk about it, and we move on. Classic abused running back to the abuser situation, I guess. Ugh, finally we got to... What were we gonna fight again? Oh yeah, the crazy patient. It took you long enough. Michael, are you alright? Did he come down with you too? Yes, he did. Let me help you out of the water. We both know that you are the one who needs help. The doctor gave me all my requested enhancements. Just to kill you, Viv. You destroyed our friendship. You destroyed our lives. You deserve to rot down here like he did. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just a stupid kid, just like you guys. I'm not to blame for anything here. So, the patient's design. It looks, you know, cool, human centipede and all that, but it just looks very AI, so womp womp. We defeat him and get a second strange key, and he gives us a few last words about how he was too weak, but it doesn't matter because their goal has already been fulfilled. Sure it has. Back to the bazaar, we get some new gear for everyone, and let's see if the pigs discovered anything about the cult. So good news, the key is still with them. Bad news, they're very aggressive. Well, anyways, the northeast gate is open because of the cult's carnival now, so let's go! I love carnivals, wish they were as prevalent in horror games as asylums are. We talk to this young clown and she says that she's a cultist. Okay, so it's a cult of clowns, and their leader says that the carnival helps attract new members. I have to admit, it's a pretty good marketing strat. The carnival area is a forest. Yes, in the gutter, don't ask questions. And it does feel like slightly more effort was put into it, but the same problem as the other areas arise. Too big, copy-paste trees, and copy-paste this clown box TV thing. I hate it. And I don't have a problem with clowns, I just hate this thing in specific. The enemies look pretty cool, especially the clown giraffe one, I fuck with that. We eventually reach the labyrinth area where we can buy a ticket to explore a dark maze and hopefully get some prizes. We get some teeth, a syringe, oh, and a Dahlia ticket. Dahlia is an extremely popular performance, so the tickets are sold out, and the only way we can make it in is to find some around, by whatever means necessary. Wandering about, we eventually find this cultist who invites us to play the shell game. If we can figure out where the ball is, we get a Dahlia ticket. Shell 1? Correct! Yay! We then find the scalper near the big top and get our third ticket for 500 teeth. Now we only need one more to see the performance.
Abby Mega Doo-Doo. First of her name, last of her line.
The narrow one, the long arm of the law.
Ooh, a show of strength! Let's try it!
I'm kind of bummed out that, he's gonna have the best clip in the whole movie.
But not the gayest, my friend. That is your title. Yes!
Patty, how are you?
And we got the last ticket. We don't go to the big top right away though, because there has to be another one of those notes in this area, right? But it's just a big open square, no corridors or anything, so it's pretty difficult to keep track of what you have and haven't explored. Not to mention the constant clown attacks. I thought you guys wanted more cultists? Is this how you welcome your potential brothers? After a while, we find this little house in the middle of the woods, and in it, our so desired note. I can't stay in the hospital. It is just too dangerous. But I found ways around the gutter. Everything's connected. Okay, perfect. I am so happy that I spent an ungodly amount of time searching for this. Now on to the world-renowned performance. Oh my god, not the AI clowns. They already know that we want the key and they won't give it up. So now we fight these FNAF fangame rejects. I kinda like the guy with the drums. He's kinda goofy and doesn't look straight out of FNAF. These guys are the ever-present multiple bosses who have really annoying symbiotic powers. When we defeat them, after a long time, they tell us that the cult was created to protect the key, since they believe that if anyone leaves the gutter, the world will end. And this fight was just a distraction because now the ancient protector has the key. Ugh. On to yet another fight. In the middle of the carnival, we find that. Well, we never got anything by standing around doing nothing, right? Oh no, these guys again. On a brighter note, this area looks miles better than 90% of the others. Maybe because it's smaller and more packed with details? Still looks very random and not well thought out, but in comparison, you know? We haven't met in a while. I see you're still playing this stupid game, pretending to be the hero, when in reality, we both know what you are. Do you understand your actions? Do you understand why you are here in your self-made purgatory? No, I don't. Maybe if one of us here didn't speak in riddles, I would. Walk, walk, walk. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get out of the gutter? First thing I wanna do is see my mother. I miss her a lot. Come on, guys, don't jinx yourself now. Keep moving. Liv. Why? Why did you two come down here alone? I know you were best friends, but we were family. Why did you leave him alone? Give him back! Give me back my brother! Oh damn, I guess things are getting pretty clear now. We then fight the icing, and it has aura, but like, do I even need to say it? No, I don't. Moving on. We defeat the eye in like half the time it took us to defeat the FNAF trio. I cannot stress it enough, those symbiotic powers are diabolical. And he said a few words about wanting his brother back, and I hope your guilt will stay with you for the rest of your life. I don't know, man, maybe you should have influenced your brother to be smart and not get peer pressured by one kid to go into the gutter. And also to be smart enough to not run all around the sewer system if he gets lost. Seriously, like, real talk. Everyone here has been a kid. Or is currently a kid. If you are, I'm so sorry, it gets better. I promise one day you'll be able to get a Big Mac without your parents' permission. It will get better. But anyways, everyone here has been a kid, and these kind of stupid ideas need two people to agree to the stupid idea. Like, each side feeds the other's stupidity. I very much doubt that we held our friend at gunpoint to come down here with us. Regardless, we got the final key, let's get out. Oh my god, you know what's really annoying? When you clear an area, but then the enemy encounters just keep triggering. Like, fellas, why are you attacking us? We killed your all-seeing protector. Do you have a death wish? Finally, back to the bazaar. We take a final stroll around the town before going home and find this little guy, who says that he's got a note. He can give it to us if we get him a meat dog, which are sold in the carnival. And they are really good, to be fair. This guy's got good taste. So good, in fact, that I ate them all during the last battle. Fine, I'll do it for you. Back to the killer clowns it is.
Jamie's the next porn star.
1,000 years from now, there'll be no guys and no girls, just wankers. Sounds great to me.
Just when I thought this movie couldn't get any more clownish, my rainbow shoes showed up from Amazon Prime.
Oh, so you're a man stuck in a woman's body? Actually, that's a common misunderstanding. But the only woman's body I've ever been stuck in is your mom.
I'm not buying Balenciaga, Skylar. I am Balenciaga. A guy goes into the
4.
Balenciaga, and you think that of me? No.
3. 2. 1.
There you go, my guy. One meat dog, and it only took me 24 minutes. With that, we get probably the final note. Let's see. Wait, note 5? Note 6? Where did we even get note 5? Anyways, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference to know exactly where. So let's just read the two of them. In the forest, I'm mostly safe. The clowns want to lure me with food. I haven't eaten in days. I am starving. I know how and where to hide from the creatures, but I can't find anything edible. I mean, just the fact that you had self-restraint enough not to try and eat something poisonous down here, even though you were starving, is commendable. As we're gearing up to leave, Sarah Stanky decides that actually, yeah, her friend was mean to her, she doesn't want to go back to her, so she decides to stick with Bomb and her brother instead. Bye, Morvyn Gutter! Ah! You're still trying to get out? I will never let you go. And you're still in denial. Still clueless. I've had enough of your fucking games. I'll show you. show you what you're trying to forget. And if you repress it again, well, it doesn't matter. We'll be dead soon anyway. Come on, just a bit more. Yeah, we're so close. I know you can do it. Oh, friends, thank you. The boiled one? Today's the day, man. Are you sure? Yeah, why not? I thought we were going with the others. Don't you think they'll be sad if we go without them? Oh, come on. We don't have to go in very deep. My brother is on vacation with my parents, and Joseph and Michael are sick. I don't want to wait anymore. Okay, but just a little peek. I'm telling you, this will be so cool. I'm a bit scared. Don't worry, I'll protect you if there are any monsters. I'll be the tank, and you'll be the damage dealer. Just like when we played tabletop games. Yeah, man, together we'll kill them all. Okay, there it is. Are you really sure this is a good idea? There are so many scary stories, and my mom said we need to get home soon. Don't be a chicken, man. This will be such an adventure. If you say so. I'll go in first, okay? Give me your flashlight. Here you go. Still nothing interesting. Please let us go now. I think we're already too deep. Just a bit more. What is this? Ah, let's get out! Run! Wait, man! That was scary, man. Lane. Lane? Where are you? Come out! This is not funny. Fuck, I need to get help. Hello, I need help. I'm at the gutter and my friend. We're on the way. So you two went in, heard something scary, and when you ran out, you lost your friend? Yes, sir. Please find him. Don't worry, we sent a rescue team right away. We should find him soon. Why did you go in there alone with him? I'm sorry, He's been missing for 2 months now, just because you ran away like a coward. I thought he was right behind me. Yeah? Well, where is he now then? Ouch! Please stop. You piece of shit. Bring back our friend. Bring him back. What? Give me my brother back. Today after school, we will go to the gutter. And you will bring back my brother. We won't let you out until you find him. Okay, now go in there and find him. But I don't know what to do. I don't care. Just bring him back. Please, I'm scared. What do you think he must feel like after such a long time in there? Go in now. We can still see you. Go deeper. So, you finally remember now, right? We never went in here all together in the first place. But still, even alone, you found me. But unfortunately, a bit too late. We'll talk soon, but let's get you out of here first. The legends were true. Not one, but all of them. I write this with the last strength I have. Never go down here. We then find ourselves face to face with the creature who's been haunting us throughout the whole game. It's us. We killed our friend. We deserve to die down here. And now we fight the final boss. I like the high contrast look to differentiate it from everything else in the game. So we defeat it. Still took me longer to beat the clown trio. We say our goodbyes to Bomb and Sarah Sankey and have one last conversation with Lane. He's happy we had one last adventure, but it's time to say goodbye. It wasn't our fault and don't hold it against the others. I'll certainly hold it against the others, but yeah, sure, whatever makes you happy, bro, just rest in peace. He tells us to follow the light, and we do, finally managing to leave the gutter. Case number 1999-07-23 MV893. Date July 23rd, 1999. Time 1845. Location Morvyn, City Drainage System. Reporting Officer Officer Pandoran Ward. Badge number 54. Incident type Injured person found in drainage system. Incident summary. On July 23rd, 1999, at approximately 18 hours and 45 minutes, the Morvyn Police Department received a call from 3 juvenile males reporting that one of their friends had entered the city drainage system to search for a friend who had gone missing there 2 months prior. The missing friend was never found, and this recent search was conducted without adult supervision or police notification. Upon arrival at the scene, officers found the injured boy, not far from the drainage entrance. He had a significant open head wound that was bleeding heavily. It is believed that the injury rendered him unconscious for an undetermined period. However, he had regained consciousness shortly before police arrived on the scene. Based on initial observations and statements from the boys, it is suspected that the injured boy may have sustained the open wound by accidentally hitting his head against the wall of the drainage system. The exact circumstances leading to the injury remain unclear and will require further investigation. Statements from the witnesses. The 3 boys who called the police were interviewed on site. Their accounts of the events leading up to the discovery of their injured friend contained some inconsistencies. All 3 boys expressed concern for their friend and claimed they were trying to help him locate their missing friend from 2 months earlier. Special note: during the initial examination of the injured boy's belongings, officers discovered several notes that belonged to the boy who went missing 2 months earlier. The notes contained disturbing and unusual writings about monsters and a giant underground society. The writing suggested that the missing boy lived underground for an extended period but eventually starved to death. The contents of the notebook raise serious concerns and may provide crucial information regarding the circumstances of the missing boy's disappearance. This evidence requires further analysis and may necessitate collaboration with experts in psychology or other relevant fields. And that was Morvyn Gutter. The mystery with the mysterious face and everything was pretty intriguing. Honestly, it would have been pretty difficult to get through the grind without a mystery looming in the distance. It has its fun moments and all, but I wouldn't recommend it for all the reasons previously stated. Huge maps that absolutely spam enemy encounters, AI usage, and the fact that things aren't really all that interesting to look at. And I mean, you know the story now, so there's not even the mystery driving you forward. If you want an RPG game to just grind the hell out of combat, just play RFL in the hardest difficulty and leave Morvyn Gutter alone. Well, let's take a look at the next game and hope that it is better than this one.
Wake up!
What is happening?
The station is being damaged. You have to go out there and repair it before everything collapses.
I can't get out. The door won't open.
Do something! Or else we... Imminent danger. Total system failure in 10 seconds. Initiating emergency reboot sequence. Good morning, repair unit Spar. The currents last night were strong. There is a lot of work to do today.
Just a dream. So here we are. In Esca, we're Spar, a robot at the bottom of the sea performing maintenance on machines that analyze the environment here. We've been here for Actually, we don't know, since half the screen that displays our days of deployment was damaged, but yeah, a while. Today is a day like any other. Repair the stuff that broke down during the night with the scrap we find outside, remembering to give special attention to the trench generator. Without it, it's game over. Heading down to repair it right away, we noticed this strange jellyfish? We introduce ourselves and they say that they are the titular Esca, and that our job sounds boring. Don't you want to play with me? No, I have to do my tasks. Okay, you're boring, bye. Okay, bye. Repair the generator. We then head off to repair the camera and we can check the picture it took overnight and... Oh. I think I know why I hit a roadblock later on. Okay, so real talk, I only managed to get one ending and it's... let's say it's the bad one. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I tried so many different things, but I'll go through them in detail later on. Now rewatching my gameplay, I can see that like on day 1 I didn't check any of the machines here, which are you're kind of supposed to check. So maybe that's what soft-locked me out of the other endings. Because man, I was dedicated. There was even a cipher later on and I was like, well, weird as it sounds, maybe the progress is locked away behind it. So I went ahead and put the cipher alphabet together, only for it to be more lore. And no progress. Anyways, more on that later. Let's continue playing for now. We finish our repairs and go to sleep.
Good morning, repair unit Spar. The currents last night were strong. There is a lot of work to do today.
Another day begins. We go through our repairing tasks and I, again, don't check anything. I just want to kick myself. And then we meet Esca again. We tell them that they're the first animal we've seen down here. Wow. What is this? I believe even the Mariana Trench has some life form. How? No animals. How? And they're like, see, I guess I'm very special then. Weird flex, but okay. They ask us why we're even talking to them, and we tell them that nothing has changed in the station in a very long time, and we're curious about them. And then they're like, bye, see ya. We enter our little house and wonder why we're acting outside of our purpose. My guy, you're an android who dreams of electric sheep. I thought you had gone through the phase of self-discovery and consciousness awakening a long time ago. Anyways, off to bed.
Good morning, repair unit Spar. The currents last night were strong. There is a lot of work to do today.
No, there's nowhere else to hide behind. No, there's nothing at all. I didn't wanna say too much, but I'm folding like a house of cards, like I'm folding in your... or a sad song in your mind. Oh, hey, Esca. They ask again if you wanna play, and we don't have time for that. We do have time for a little chat though. They ask us if we know anything about the station. Like, it's a research station. Okay, bye. Back to our little house, we have the idea to start checking the stuff for repairing to learn more about the... Wait. Then, was it just not available before? Then why did I get completely and utterly stuck in my progression later on? I don't know. This is what happens when I don't have a walkthrough.
Good morning, repair unit Spar. The currents last night were strong. There is a lot of work to do today.
Today, on top of our everyday tasks, we decide to take a look in the radio station to find out more. In here, we get the instrument instructions and are able to repair audio logs and listen to them. Only one a day though, since we still have our other tasks to take care of. Let's listen to the first one. Nothing interesting, just stating the date. November 3rd, 1940. And establishing that the team is in high hopes to learn more. There are many benefits to being a marine biologist, etc, etc. Signed... I forgot his name. Whatever. You know, I was trying to remember if I had ever played an RPG Maker game with a similar theme or vibe. Closest I could get to Under the Sea Adventure was Wadanohara. But then I remembered a game that I can't remember the name, and it was a really short free thing. I don't have any hopes of finding it again. It was set in space, but from what I remember, it had kind of a similar vibe to Esca, and it was inspired by The Little Prince, if memory doesn't fail me. But really, don't quote me on any of that. It's been over a decade since I've played that one. I just wanted to mention that this game made me remember another game which I would have never thought of again, I don't think. Okay, editing live here, and the other day I actually found a screenshot of my desktop from the 23rd of February 2015. No, you're not gonna see it. It's a 13-year-old's own personal mess. But guess what was hanging out in the corner? It's the game I was talking about. But of course, Past Me didn't edit the file name. So all we have about this thing is this extremely low-res icon, which Google can't find a match for, of course. Its best guess is that it's Anton from Tiny Bunny, which, amazing game, but wrong. The elusive RPG Maker game wasn't even that good, but now I'm curious. What was its name?
I see the crystal raindrops fall in the beauty of it all when the sun comes shining through.
Anyways, here we check the equipment for the first time. But I don't think I'm gonna do the whole, ooh, let's check it every day and then boom, there's a scare on day 4 thing. Because it's just not effective at scaring. Like, it's, I don't know, deep sea noises. Yeah, there are some strange noises and weird shapes captured on the camera, but it's not interesting enough for me to put in the effort to act each day out, you know? I just realized that it sounds like I low-key hate LuN. I don't, I promise. I wouldn't be making this video if that was the case. I always appreciate when someone swings for the fences and tries to do something new. But I'm also not like Mr. Positivity over here. I'm seeing what's not working. Anyways, we meet up with Esca again, and they ask us how long have we been down here. And we don't know. Our memory card was damaged a while back, so we can't remember. But where did you come from, Esca? I've never seen you around here. Bro really just admitted to having amnesia and then thinks that I don't remember you is valid. Esca says that they've been around for a very long time, ... But it got boring further down the trench, so they came up here. But we should totally visit them down there. You really can't take a hint, huh? We then proceed to check the pneumatic mail station, and the mailer, if you will, is locked and requires a number code. I never managed to find a code, and it's not something that pops up that you can't brute force, so I don't even know if it's actually like a mechanic, but fine. When I woke up that day, everything was damaged. Okay, big underwater tornado tore everything apart, right?
Good morning, repair unit Spar. The currents last night were strong. There is a lot of work to do today.
You say that every morning, even if there aren't many repairs to be done. Every morning since the tectonic shift. I'm sorry I couldn't save you in time. Hello? Do we have amnesia or not? What was that? Anyways, let's go repair another one of those audio logs.
Day 128, March 12th, 1941. It's been months, and frustration is setting in. The nadir trench is barren, virtually no flora, and absolutely no sign of fauna. We've recorded fascinating tectonic shifts. The trench itself seems to have formed from major continental plate movements, but aside from that, nothing. No life, no answers. It's as if this part of the ocean is completely dead. Emily Lawson, junior researcher.
I mean, that is pretty weird, right? Like, there always seems to be a fucked up little critter to go with a harsh biome. Oh hey Esca! They've been wandering around the station and I don't know why you keep repairing this. It's old and decrepit. You should come down to the trench with me. Okay, you're starting to really piss me off. I'm repairing this dump because I feel like it, and I'm not going down the trench with you because I don't feel like it. No further explanation needed. Spar is swayed by Esca saying there's more to life than working, and the little robot's like, you think I'm alive? Give me time to think about the trench thing. Da-da-da. Ooh, sediments containing high radiation biological matter. I mean, yeah, that thing sure is glowing. We go home for the day, thinking that despite what Esca said, we are us and we like repairing the station. But then again, maybe it's better to go see something new.
Good morning, repair unit Spar. The currents last night were strong. There is a lot of work to do today.
Ooh, Norway just scored a goal, I think. My daddy was a trucker. Left home when I was 3. He felt some dude in Dallas. Then was mom and me. She always wanted a daughter. Well, look at what she got. Hit me, bit me, I fell. Oh, hey, Esca! Will you come down with me? I mean, sure, let's see what happens. Okay, so I love this song so much. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just such a vibe. We walk around the trench, finally finding Esca, but like... it's a mutant anglerfish. How powerful is this creature if it managed to wipe out this entire trench? We point out that, we're robots, they can't exactly eat us. So no, yeah, apparently we'll just sit here and talk until we run out of battery. The end? Let's load back up and repair our third audio log.
Day 176, May 7th, 1941. Morale is dropping rapidly. The team is restless and boredom has become our biggest enemy. There's little to keep everyone occupied. Dr. Morgan even claimed he saw a massive creature in the trench, but we all know it's just a fabrication. Something to break the monotony. Desperation is setting in, and I fear it's affecting our judgment. Dr. Evelyn Hart, lead researcher.
So I guess it was not standard practice by the 40s to make sure your people didn't go insane while researching. Ooh, fins of a large unidentified creature. If only Dr. Morgan had this back then to prove his point. And Esca is still there waiting. We're not falling for it anymore. New day, new audio log.
Day 211, June 11th, 1941. Dr. Hart. She's gone. She left the crew quarters last night, said she was heading to repair unit housing to fix a malfunction. We waited, but she never came back. We searched everywhere. No sign of her. I'm scared. Something's wrong down here. We're all starting to feel it. Emily Lawson, junior researcher.
Okay, the anglerfish ate the researcher. Fast forward to the next day, next audio log. Day 239. Get us out of here! With love, Dr. Arthur Raymonds. Back home and... Ooh, what is going on here? What is that shadow? Was I supposed to do that?
Final entry, date unknown. We're shutting it all down. The station is being abandoned. There's nothing left for us here. The experiment was a failure and the costs too great. No significant findings, no breakthroughs. It's a shame, really. This trench seems to be developing new flora rapidly, and it would have been a remarkable site to study further. But with Nemocene still out there, the thing is too great to continue. We're leaving for good.
Wait, Nemocene?
Day 239, July 9th, 1941. Something is happening down here. We've sent a request for examination. It's clear that Operation Nemocene is no longer working as planned. What was once a critical part of our mission is out of control. And with more of the crew vanishing each day, we're running out of time.
Okay, this Operation Nemocene is mentioned in the other log. I'm assuming that's Esca. But like, Nemocene was the Greek goddess of like memory, if I'm not mistaken. So like, maybe like I'm trying theories because I didn't finish the game. Maybe the scientists were trying to like uncover secret memories from our past, like secret, like how do you make the Roman cement, that the Roman concrete that stands until today, you know, how do you make that? Maybe they were trying to uncover something like that. But whatever Nemocene is, it started absorbing the scientists instead for their memories. Maybe it's something like that. So, bad news. We don't have enough resources to repair everything. I tried not to repair the radio station, but no, that doesn't work. Let's go with the audio recorder. Wait, no. The camera has been destroyed overnight, so it's useless to repair it. Let's go back. Maybe if we go down the trench now that we've uncovered all the audio logs? Nope, same ending. This is when I went back to the creepy day to decode the cipher. The first text box is the same as any other day, so we can use it as a base then. Logic. Here's what it says. Please keep me alive, I don't want to die a second time. There's also this statue that may or may not be Nemocene that we can talk to that I hadn't noticed at first. Here's what it says. I'm scared, please help me. It hurts every night. You have to repair me. I know that you were in the trench. Why did you leave me alone? I hope that you stay with me forever now. And we respond. Yes, I will. I'm sorry that I left you alone. It's interesting because it seems like our guy Spar was involved with the death of one of the researchers, and that we were down in the trench and somehow managed to return to the station. But, as interesting and intriguing as that is, I was kinda expecting, you know, how to fucking advance in the game. By the way, when testing which equipment to not restore, I played a couple days after each decision to see if anything happens, and no, I don't know what to do anymore. So yeah, the end question mark is gonna have to be the end period, because I truly have no idea what I'm doing wrong here. Plus, part doesn't run. I think I saw LuN mention that that was a creative decision to make the game more immersive or something like that. And that's all well and good, except when the old tendinitis starts flaring up because I'm having to hold AASD for double the time to get anywhere. Times 4 because I'm having to replay sections to fucking advance the game over and over. So yeah, that's it for Esca. I love the sea, and the story seems to be heading somewhere really interesting, but getting absolutely stuck after the creepy day is really demotivating. And the artistic decision to not run just makes the game more frustrating. But I love that song, shout out to the song maker. Well, let's jump into the next title. Ooh, back to naming our characters. I named myself Liv after myself, and my girlfriend Jeff after the only Jeff that matters. Can you still walk? Barely. How's your leg? Should I carry you again? No, it's okay. We need to get to the next town. The snow is getting worse. I know. Do you think we're still on the right track? I don't know. The path has been buried under the snow for a while now. The sun is setting. If we don't find a town soon, we're done. I'm sorry. Maybe if you continue without me... No! I won't leave you alone out here! If we still had our backpacks, we could set up a camp for the night. Yeah, but there's no time to dwell on old mistakes now. I think we're completely lost. Yeah. Hey, do you see that? Yeah, there's a light in those woods. Let's check it out. I think the light is coming from right over there. How can this be? An old house in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, but the lights are on. Maybe there's someone who can help me with my leg. We're saved. Let's hope the people living here are friendly. And no one answers, but the door is open. Before anything else, I have to compliment the change in style of the sprites. People who play a lot of RPG Maker games get used to the chibi style, but we have to agree that it's not the most conductive thing to a horror story. I've personally never seen this more point-and-click-esque sprites be implemented in RPG Maker, so very well done! Onto the house, we grab a lantern that we can turn on and off, and oh no, we can turn the lantern on and off. Anyways, we're so tired, and how convenient, there's a freshly made bed. What else can we do other than lie down and just rest our eyes? Hello there. I'm opening the door now. What the fuck is that? Okay, apparently the thing is friendly. Still, the slow creep from behind the door is probably the worst thing ever. Gets me every time. Whatever this thing is, it was also seeking shelter from the storm. And it also wants to help Jeff, because she won't survive the night unless we do something. We decide to accept this thing's help because, what the hell, it even warned us that it was gonna open the door. A fire. It's so cold, we need a fire. It tells us that we should go to the dining hall where we can grab some loose wooden planks, and we're gonna need to find a lighter. Oh yeah, and all the doors are locked. Good luck! Before setting off on our tasks, we check up on Jeff's leg and it's looking worse. Let's maybe try to find some alcohol while we're out and about. Oh my god, the lantern not only turns on and off, it also does this really creepy thing where it doesn't illuminate around the corner. I hate it. We can see that this painting here is doing something. So we touch it and... Okay, we're back in Yume Nikki. I know that sometimes the temptation to include the line art is too great to resist. Without it, it's really easy for things to blur together into a colorful blob. But this is just clashing really ugly. Love ya! At the end of this floating island, there's... the creature? He always tried to make it sweet. Even when everything around us was rotting, he pretended it was still fresh. You cannot cover the stench with sugar. The hunger was never for food. He wanted me to eat, but I was already full. Full of things I never asked for. Okay, what was that? I guess we'll find out? We're back in the house, and now there's a key for us to pick up, which opens the kitchen door. In the kitchen, ooh, trash! And there's an unlabeled key inside. We'll explore some more later. Right now, we rummage through the cabinet and find a lighter. Rotten food, no water, fantastic. None of the other doors open, so maybe there's something outside? To the right, we can see a path leading to the back of the house. There's a dining hall key on the tree stump there, and the unlabeled key opens the shed here. Inside, there's a chair and some sharp blades on the wall here. And nothing else? Yeah, nothing else. Okay. Not even anything to pick up, nothing. Onto the dining hall, grab the floorboards. Honey, I'm back! We light the fire, cuddling up next to Jeff again, and just rest our eyes for a little bit. Hello there. I'm opening the door. Can you stop being more and more creepy with your door opening, please? The thing now reminds us that we need to drink some water. If we have a pan, we can get some water from the toilet and boil it over the fire. Okay, I remember seeing a pan in the dining hall and... oh, the painting again. Let's see where we get transported to now. The bears will guide you if the world fades to black. Okay. Are the bears guiding me? Oh, okay, I can just barely see these ghosts that are catching me. Not gonna lie, this section is kind of annoying, but hey, we reached the creature once again. Why do you keep turning away? Because every time I look at you, I see myself fading. I just wanted to hold on a little longer, and that's why I had to let go. They had different colored eyes? What does the creature or these creatures mean? Well, we unlock the bathroom and scoop some water from the toilet. Great. Oh no. You always looked away. Now you refuse to close your eyes. You never looked at me while I was here. Now you stare, but I am gone. You shouldn't be here. Is this house, the whole Jeff broken leg situation, supposed to be a representation of our relationship or something? If it is, I feel like it's a bit undercooked. Things don't really feel connected. I mean, what do glowing teddy bears have to do with our girlfriend Jeff? What the shadows in the first dream said don't really seem to connect with the second dream and this, whatever the hell. Or maybe like, I don't know. I don't know. If it's not meant to represent our relationship, then I have no clue what's going on. But I'm still intrigued. We go back to the bedroom and boil the water over the fire, then go to wake Jeff up. She's sleeping like a rock, but then we hear a voice in the room. I'm so thirsty. Our girl is a ventriloquist, got it. What in the flying fuck is going on? I forgot to check the leg once and now it's sprouting a face? I don't want to give this thing water, but we don't get any choice on the matter. Here you go. Yeah. I'm super tired. Dude, there's an alien growing out of your girlfriend's leg. Wake the fuck up. But no, we go back to sleep. Hello there. I'm opening the door now. Stop doing that. I'm gonna break down in tears. She's looking better, right? No, she's not. How about something to eat? There's some fresh meat in the basement. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Another shifting painting, another dream section. We are in a cell, but luckily there's the all reliable vent for us to crawl into. Okay, let's remain calm, even though I have no idea what we're looking for here. The thing is slower than us, let's just keep moving. Oh no, a dead end, but also there's a lighter. Our guy says we can burn the spider webs with this. I hadn't even noticed the spider webs, but yay, progress! A screwdriver. So there's probably another vent around here. Okay, take 2. Lighter, screwdriver, find the other vent. There we go. Oh no, here it comes! Why are you just standing there then? We keep moving, looking for something, and find another one of those shadows. I only took what was already mine. Was I even yours to begin with? You needed me. You would have crumbled without me. Maybe that's why I let myself rot. All the different eye colors suggest different people, but like, who would these 4+ different individuals be? I'm inclined to believe that it's just a weird creative decision. Onto the basement, and there's nothing of interest other than the meat itself. Honey, look what I found! Once again, we try to wake Jeff up. She doesn't react, but the leg surely does. Fine, there you go. Can't really do anything else here. We lie back down to rest a bit, and Jeff's feeling very hot. Hopefully the fever remains under control until we can leave. I'm opening the door now. Her leg is becoming a problem. Well, now that you mention it, yeah, it's not normal for a face that has the texture of lettuce to start growing out of a broken leg. Maybe we'll find something useful in the bathroom. Not that one, the one next to our room. Into another dream realm we go. There's a poem here. Blah blah blah, turn off the lights or else the creatures are gonna get you. Not a problem, I actually majored in navigating mazes I cannot see. You found one fish, take it? Yeah, sure, but man, a fish? What does any of this have to do with the shadows? And with Jeff? And with the leg? Do I have to turn on my Yume brain to try and interpret this? Another fish, okay, perfect. There were 4 chains blocking the exit off, so we probably need 4 of these. After finding that second fish, I scoured the whole place again and again and can't find anything else. But then... Oh, okay, they're guarding the other 2. Come here, my guy. Fish 3 acquired, fish 4 acquired. Let's get out of here. I actually like this Mars-looking beach. Could use a little more detail, but I like it. Here we find the first shadow that has actually a pretty clear shape. A fish trying to fish itself. Ooh, green eyes! Maybe... No, the last shadow's eyes weren't this color. I just don't know. I don't remember when I stopped recognizing her. Or maybe she stopped recognizing me. Memories decay, just like the body. But some wounds never heal, do they? Tell me, was I the wound? Or was I just a scar? Thank you for the key, Dream. We search through the cabinet in the bathroom and find Chloroform? To numb the body and mind? Jeff's already knocked out cold. Why do we need chloroform? Well, we use it on the leg and it passes out, and we rest for a bit. The next time the thing wakes us, it's morning and it's time to leave. We carry Jeff to a nearby village. The end. No, yeah, the end. Definitely nothing funny going on here. I actually play through the game again, changing the only thing we can change, not accepting the shadow's help. The only things that change is that it obviously doesn't grace us with its presence every half hour. We don't get the key to the dining hall, so we grab some twigs to build a fire instead. And, well, that. From the moment I saw that, I kept going back to the shed to try and pick one of those sharp objects to cut her leg off. But that was not an option. Looking at the door where the thing is hiding during this route allows us to input a code, but there's no numbers anywhere. What do you mean code? The leg keeps getting worse, our guy keeps not even considering cutting it off, and then, in the morning, it grows into a tree. Nope, we can't cut it off, we have to go out and seek help. The end. So I'm guessing that the true ending is hiding behind that door, but I truly have no clue what those numbers could be. I even took a look at the game files, but there was nothing out of the ordinary. So yeah, that was Cryphora. Took me about 40 to 50 minutes to complete. Pretty cool little game. And I feel like I've already said everything I wanted to say throughout the course of this section. Let's get into the latest, sort of, game from LuN. Interview begins at 11:42 p.m., November 18th. Detective Raymond Kessler present. Interviewee, David Hallberg. David, as stated earlier, this conversation is being recorded. Do you understand? Yes, I do. You've given a few statements already. Tonight, I want you to tell it all, from the beginning. No interruptions, just your version. The final one. I don't like repeating myself, but fine. One last time. As long as you can actually listen. I'm listening. She needed help. That's how it all started. She was never the kind of girl who asked for anything. Always so independent. Always running ahead of me, never looking back. She was injured. They said she wouldn't wake up, that she'd stay like that forever. But I didn't believe them, not for a second. Doctors don't know her like I do. And she did wake up? Yes, after I brought her home. It was faint at first, but I could feel it. She was in there, waiting. What happened next? She started talking to me again. Not like before, but she found ways. And she told me what she needed. She needed help to be whole again, to move, to be herself. What kind of help did she ask for? The kind only I could give her. And I promised her I would. I promised her I'd make it right. I'm home, darling. I hope you're doing well today. Jesus Christ. I have so many questions. Chief of them all being, why did you think she'd have a better shot at home and not at the hospital? The second thought was, LuN would probably be pretty good at writing lost episode creepypastas, because this is the first take on the chocolate creature from SpongeBob that's actually creepy. This is a very quiet thought though. I'm still fully on board. We talk to our daughter, reassuring her that she'll be whole again, and off we go to get her a new torso. A beautiful torso. Something elegant, etc, etc. We're gonna kill a sex worker and steal her torso. All for our beautiful daughter. No, yeah, wrecked organs if we happen to choose a drug addict. Also risk of hepatitis and HIV because of possible needles and line of work. Stress of working the streets can also wreck a person and their body. But like, that's chump change considering the operation we're undertaking here. Let's do this. We take one of the girls to the alley and... oh, we actually use a syringe with something so she won't feel pain. That's nice. With a scalpel? Man, the patience here. But also like, you're gonna have to leave this alley with a whole torso undetected. I think you could have afforded to bring something bigger than a scalpel. She was cooperative, I think, in her own way. You drugged her and cut her open. Anything for my daughter. She wants to be beautiful again. Also yes, Frankenhooker, yep. Still isn't taking me out of the horror of the game, which is very impressive. Maybe because I'm also getting Eyes Without a Face vibes from this game, which is a horror classic. Let me rephrase that. A serious horror classic. Moving on. The cop shows us a picture of the sutures. Ew. The connection was tricky. Flesh doesn't always wanna hold. It's such a disgusting yet simple description. These stitches, they're rough, crude. This wasn't for healing, was it? You think this thing you made was a gift? It's more than that. It's her second chance. She waited so long. She was so still for so many months. We talk to our daughter again. She's grateful. She can feel warmth again. Wait, did we open the back up and reconnect the spine? Imagine how cool it would look if her spine was just hanging out. Anyways. She says that even though she's happy with the torso, she wants to be able to run again, to hold things again. So off we go to... oh, okay, not sex workers then? We told the policeman that we looked and looked, but the night was coming to a close. We didn't want to go back home empty-handed, so we approached a homeless man and invited him to our home. Just a shower and a warm meal, I promise. We drug his food and get to work, removing his arms. The cop once again shows us a picture, and what the fuck is that? Please, I don't want to look at that. The cuts are too rough. My god, that's horrifying. Daddy, these arms, they feel so light, so perfect. Thank you. Wait, really? Okay, last part, legs. Strong legs. Legs that can run and run and run. So we go out to the forest to see if there are any joggers around. And as luck would have it... Please, please, there's been a crash. My daughter is bleeding out. We have to go now. Away from the road. No, no, don't call an ambulance. There's no time. No, 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 don't call emergency services. Do not call emergency services. Do not. Ah, my leg! Oh, for fuck's sake, look what you've done, lady. But we can't go back to our beloved daughter's side with nothing to show for it. Give me those legs. You think she's proud of you? Wherever she is? She is proud. They're perfect. I can feel every part. Fingers, toes, knees that bend. Look at you. You're whole now. Just like you asked. You did more than that. You gave me everything. No one else believed in me. They're here. I knew they'd come eventually. I don't have much time, sweetheart. No, don't go. Stay, please. You just brought me back. I would give anything to stay, but it's okay. This was never about me. Promise you'll come back soon? I promise. No matter what happens, I'll find a way. It's been 3 weeks since we pulled you out of that house. 3 weeks. Tell me, do you feel any regret? Regret? Why would I regret saving my daughter? You know they say people in a vegetative state can feel pain, right? And we're still looking for the original body. Hey, can I take a closer look at that photo? The one right there on the table. Only if you tell us where she is, where the real body is buried. Alright, but first the photo. Look at her. Her eyes, that little dimple. She's so beautiful. I'll see her again soon. I know I will. And that was Broken Needle. That ending was... wow? The game was already creepy and very competent, but then the twist that this is not just a dad struggling to grieve his daughter, that uncertainty that comes from true madness, it's terrifying. I think my only issue with the game is that as soon as you hit play, it lists all the themes. Maybe it was a requirement from the game jam, because yeah, this is a free game that was put together for a game jam. Though it feels kinda counterintuitive. Like, come on man, this game is 15 minutes long. I would have appreciated going into it blind. On the other hand, it's impressive that even though this is a really short game that starts with a detailed content warning, I was still surprised and creeped out by the story's development. Like, that's some real talent. So, as foreshadowed before, I am not covering all of LuN's games, because... yeah, I don't like platformers. Sorry. Looks interesting and all, but rage-inducing platformers are outside of my area of expertise. As for the other game I'm not covering today, Oh hey, it's 3D. Do you like this picture I created? I figured it would get kinda old to keep mentioning multiple times in every single video that Ooga Booga motion sickness, but it would also be bizarre to expect people to instantly know that about me, so I decided to make a sign. So yeah, I'm medically incapable of playing this. Wish LuN all the best, and this looks interesting, at times really beautiful, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, I did plan on emailing LuN and asking a few questions, but like, bro does not wanna be reached. They say on itch.io to message them, but like, itch.io does not have a DM system. And apparently it has been a while since they replied to any comments. No email listed either. I even tried their Steam account. Nope. So like, if you're watching this and wanted to say something, this one's on you. But please feel free to leave a comment and I'll pin it, no problem. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Probably by the time I upload this, I'll be past like 4,000 hours of view time, which is the bare minimum for monetizing the channel. But I need 1,000 subscribers to do that, so hey, please help me out with that. Thank you so much. I promise I will not be like super invasive with the ads. And yeah, I'll make more videos if an anvil doesn't fall on my head. Bye!